What's up, homies? Welcome back to the channel. Sorry about the short hiatus I had to take there. Some stuff needed to be changed around. I needed some new gear, needed a couple of other new things to get done. More so for Twitch side of things. Also, if you do not follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/red_ghost. Link down below in the description and pinned comment. Anyway, just follow on Twitch. New announcements will have been made by the time you're seeing this video, so definitely want to stop by, check all that out.
Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Okay, FURINA. Okay, call me out. Call me out. No more plugs. We are here for we're here for FURINA's story quest. I've been dying to do this ever since the end of the Archon quest. They did my girl dirty. We did not get to talk to her at all after everything was said and done. She just sort of skedaddled. So I am here now with the Fontaine team, you know, Fischl, Annette, FURINA, Nouvellette. Eventually, Navia will be replacing Fischl on this team, or Lynette, I don't know. It's really hard for me to say goodbye to the fish. To yesterday.
Catherine, it's us. Got any new commissions? Specifically one with a huge more attack, perhaps?
Wow.
Paimon's just being enthusiastic. We're all friends now, she gets it.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a pleasure to see our two most avid adventurers again. Looking for the next challenge, I see.
Mm-hmm.
The troupe has also been experiencing some financial difficulties, so unfortunately they cannot afford to pay the replacement actress. Our adventurers reached out to many actresses, but none of them were willing to take the job.
For no pay, I don't blame
There
them.
are only a few days left until the performance. If they can't find someone in time,
Only a few
they'll
days?
probably have to
That's
postpone the
impossible.
I know you two. Are you really willing to act in my musical?
No.
I knew that asking for a volunteer was a long shot.
As long as you know.
If we can't, but now it looks inevitable that we'll disband.
Damn.
Disband?
Sometimes it be like that.
We should find someone who will put on the best performance possible.
Oh wow, the music cue, huh? Wonder whose theme is this.
What about... you know who? That's how you know we're the best partners. Anyway, she should have all the free time in the world right now.
She's recovering.
Performing, and she was once super popular with the crowd. Performing in a musical should be a piece of cake for her.
Who are you thinking of? Sounds like someone famous.
Wait.
Her? You're... That was a joke, right?
No.
Nope.
Paimon's too stupid to... Yeah.
Huh.
You want to go out on a high note? There's
Fair
no
enough.
higher note than the Hydro Archon. This is where she lives? Bruh. Talk about a
Did Catherine
downgrade.
really give us the right address? She lives here?
I'm saying.
Not that there's anything wrong with this place. It's just, a bit of a step down from the Palais Marmonia.
Yes, maybe she's just tired of all the luxury.
It's common courtesy to make sure the homeowner isn't in earshot when you're denigrating their abode.
Oh my god, no!
Okay, when did Poppy Got a Thin Air become all the rage? First Catherine and now you?
Okay,
I was
Paimon, you
just
could
out
at
on a
least
shopping
apologize. I'm sorry, FURINA.
I ran out of macaroni, so I went to grab a few more bags.
Oh my
I used to
God.
have a much wider range of choices when it came to food. But now I'm finding that simple, traditional home cooking can be quite delicious too.
She sounds so sad. I don't want to do this. No. This is... The way she walked up like that. Paimon, we suck. At least I apologize.
Not at all. As long as you have different kinds of sauces in, you can have macaroni and tomato sauce one week, macaroni and bolognese the next.
Oh, sounds like you're really struggling to cope.
What the f***? What is this diet? What? Are they serious? I'm annoyed as hell right now.
How rude! Questioning my cooking skills. The audacity!
The audacity.
It's not like I'm sure I could master dishes
Both of
like
you.
electrofosalor or blubber profiteroles in no time, if I felt so inclined.
Ah, there it is. You don't know how to cook.
Not yet, maybe, but Anyway, what are you even doing here? I do hope you didn't come here just to ogle at my
Paimon, you
wealth of
say
grace.
something rude right here,
But
I
it bears
swear to
be
God.
clear that I'm not taking guests at this time. So if you're just here to clown around, then please be on your way. Shoot!
I'm saying, let him know, Furina.
We're sorry. Please don't be mad.
You better apologize. That was not concern.
Yeah, exactly. What the traveler said. Paimon wasn't trying to make fun of you. Hang on a sec. You weren't exactly holding back either.
I hate both of them so much right now.
I don't even have a vision, you know.
Don't worry. It's nothing that serious. It's just very specific, and you're the one with the power to help.
If not you, then no one. You're the only person for the job. I'm saying, let's prop her up. Damn.
Oh? Well, if that's the case, then fine. I'll spare you the lecture about your attitude just now.
No, read them the riot act. That was bullshit.
So tell me, what specifically makes this matter so specific? Your musical is well within my capabilities.
Let's go.
But given the present circumstances, I'm afraid I must regretfully decline your casting request.
That's fine. That's fair.
It sounds like this would be a breeze for you.
That doesn't mean she could do it.
True, but I have made a decision to retire from the stage. Although
She's
I am no
tired
longer
of acting.
required to play the role of the Hydro Archon, the time I spent inhabiting that character has left an indelible mark on me.
Let her heal.
Centuries of pretending to be a different person changes you completely. I'm not the same person I once was. Of course, that can't be undone now. It's too late, and I have no intention of reinventing myself all over again.
How do you do that after
But
500
at least
years?
I can say that I no longer desire to play any new roles.
That's actually fair. Like, I would be sick of it too. She needs a new lease on life.
Paimon can understand,
You better.
but this is just a one-off part to fill in for someone who's sick. Surely that's okay.
Paimon!
Whether
Then you
it's
just
a
didn't hear-
one-off or not, it's a boundary that I've committed to no longer cross. If I make an exception to the rule now, I'm just leaving a back door for myself, which would be the same as not having a boundary in the first place.
I dislike this so
I'm not
much.
going to perform, and that is that.
Done deal.
Okay,
Quest over.
Guess there's no convincing you. Do you know any other actors who might be interested in the role?
A reasonable follow-up question, finally.
Nope.
Damn.
Short and to the point. Okay.
Yes.
I've never been great at maintaining relationships. Besides, anyone I've ever worked with probably couldn't wait to get rid of me.
What? Why?
Since I'm just an ordinary person now. They'll probably just laugh in my face if I go asking them for help.
You shouldn't assume the worst people. What's wrong with making one exception? No. No, 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 no. I hate both of these.
I mean, could you even blame them? I show up out of the blue, begging and groveling for their help with a show they won't even get paid for? Oh, no way. I'm dying from embarrassment just thinking about it. Nope, not happening.
Can we stop? This
Well,
is painful.
Is there anything else we can do? This performance really means a lot to the guy we're working
Paimon,
for.
we went through life and death
Have I
with
not
her.
made myself clear? You're barking up the wrong tree. I don't want this job, nor do I know of anyone else who would.
Paimon, come on now. She went through so much. We don't even know this guy. Why are we campaigning so hard for her behalf, on his behalf to her, when it should be the other way around? No.
Sorry.
No.
I didn't mean for that to sound so harsh. I wish I could help, really. But if I thought I had the answer to this problem, I would have said so by now.
It's all right, Furina. Paimon just wanted to make sure we tried everything. Oh, everyone in the troupe will be so disappointed.
We don't even know them.
Yeah, I guess that's all we can do now. All right, then. We'll see you around, Furina.
Please take care of yourself.
Toodaloo to you, too. I'm going home to take a rest now.
Oh my gosh, she didn't even sound happy whatsoever. I want to hit Paimon over the back of the head. I promise you.
It's too bad, but we have to respect FURINA's decision.
How is that too?
Maybe the thought of performing brings up too many painful memories now.
You didn't need to say it. We've known each other for how long now? We know the signs. But you never tell us about your illness, even when it's clearly flaring up.
And that gives you the right to make a decision on my behalf?
Yes. If you can't perform
Shortly after
because
you
of your
left,
health, then
the
yes.
troop's lead actress came to the Adventurers Guild. She believes that she's healthy enough to perform.
Lies.
Excuse me, but can you both take a moment to discuss something else for now? The adventurer assigned to your commission has returned.
Sorry, I was just dealing with a little misunderstanding. So, how did your conversation with FURINA go?
Bollocks.
Sadly, it's a no from her. We tried to persuade her, but she wasn't having it. She doesn't want to play the role for personal reasons.
I see. Well, circumstances have changed a little, so maybe that's not such bad news after all.
Not for you, but
You see,
FURINA
our
needs
leading
a
lady has
new-
just informed me that she's well enough to make it to the show after all. Staging the musical with the full original cast was always the dream, of course.
Oh, right! Sounds like everything worked itself out then.
Imagine we had managed to convince FURINA to join, only for her to find out she's no longer Oh my god!
Sure.
Was FURINA watching us?
Hey, how did you... I was just passing by because I realized I
Oh,
forgot
this
a
is
couple items on
awkward.
my shopping
Where are you
list.
touching? Hey, stop. I'm not making that joke.
All right, I'm coming. No need to drag me.
Oh my god. At least it was her choice.
Hello, one and all. I couldn't help but overhear your conversation just now.
FURINA? Didn't you say you were gonna take a rest at home? What are you doing here?
I was just
As long
ever
as it's
so
her
slightly
decision, I'm
concerned
fine with
about
that.
The situation you mentioned. Yes, a teensy bit concerned. That's all. When you came to talk with me earlier, I jumped right to explaining my position and said some strongly worded things.
Appropriately, yes.
And all before I even had a full grasp of the situation. Anyway, I just feel a bit bad about how it went down.
Don't
I'm
you
sorry,
dare.
Paimon.
No!
Oh, it's totally fine. Paimon didn't take any of that personally.
Why is the... Oyoverse writers. That's not okay.
I was wondering, if this troupe is so important to all of you, why does it have to disband? If the difficulties are purely financial, then there must be a solution. You could put the shows on pause while you look for a sponsor, for instance. Everyone seems so devoted to the troupe. I'm sure if you keep chipping away, you'll find a way through.
We all want to believe that, but some things are just beyond our control. Everything's been going downhill ever since we lost our director. She was the heart and soul of our troupe. She kept us going.
FURINA's gonna be the new director. That's
And
so
she was the founder,
perfect.
as well as the artistic director of our troupe. And tragically, she was a victim in this serial disappearance.
Oh, fucking course she was.
That's actually how I recognized these two. It was all thanks to their efforts that the true culprit was brought to justice.
Don't forget Navia.
But still, no sentence can bring our director back to us.
FURINA,
She
you
was a
can be a
loyal fan of her
director. Go
performances,
from
lady.
in front of the
Miss
stage
FURINA.
to behind it.
They were what first
Or on
inspired her to
stage.
get into musical theater. She rallied many people around
Ooh.
her who were destitute or had lost their sense of purpose in life.
This is
and
the
convinced them to
formation
join
of the
troupe.
Golden
She
Troop.
wrote her own scripts, acted on stage,
Ooh, I'm hyped now.
and mentored each and every one of us. People loved our performances back then. We seemed to be going from strength to strength. Things were really looking up for
I
us.
want FURINA and Fischl to
And
meet now.
then
Fischl could be such a
disaster struck.
dynamic actor
Yeah.
after
that,
FURINA's own heart.
the entire troupe fell into disarray. None of us know anything about script writing, let alone how to handle the business side of things. We've been doing the best we can, but despite our efforts, things are slowly but surely falling apart.
Ooh, now I'm behind this
It's
quest. This is gonna be
agonizing.
cool.
But ultimately, we'd rather end things now on our own terms than stick it out to the bitter end and watch all our dreams turn to dust.
Oh.
I suppose it's fair to say then that this final show, besides being your farewell to the stage, is also your final gift for her?
Yes, exactly. We all miss her terribly.
Well, good thing I followed the traveler here. After hearing this tragic tale, I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
Furina.
Hey, it's her choice.
I
She
know
wants
what
to
you're
do.
thinking, but I by no means plan to cross the boundary I've set for myself. Besides, they're no longer looking for a replacement anyway.
She's gonna have to get on
I
stage.
can, however, provide some artistic guidance from the vantage point of a highly experienced audience member. But
And
only
stage
if
performer?
you feel this is something that would help, of course.
Oh, most definitely. We'll take any guidance that you can give.
We unfortunately don't have any budget for a consultant, though. Will that be a problem?
She don't care.
I don't need any compensation. All I'd ask in return, if you're willing, is that you tell me some more about the life and work of your late director. Something I've begun to realize since my departure from the Opera Epiclese is that there's a lot you don't see when you observe everything from on high. The law
She
only
sounds
judges
so
criminal
depressed.
behavior and does not weigh human emotion. The court's verdict can settle the question of criminal liability, but what about all the unresolved emotions of the parties involved? What happens to them? An interesting answer. But if you ask me, I think all emotion shall ultimately return home to the heart and slowly settle with the passage of time. Take, par exemple, how this troupe pines for their late director. Things such as this I have never witnessed before, and so I should like to observe, perchance to understand.
Ah, still a fan of your old dramatic monologues then, huh? You just want to get back in on the action, don't you?
No. This is a completely different situation. Pearls before swine.
Ah, the name's not Swine, it's Paimon!
Would you be willing to join me? Come on, take a break from adventuring to listen to a story.
Since it's you, I'll do. You know what? Just real quick. Paimon, you are a swine. Anyway, I'm sorry. Paimon's just getting on my nerves right now, bro. Since it's you, I'll do it, especially since it's related to the serial disappearances case. No, it's you. I'm gonna do it.
Thank you all so much. Our director was a huge fan of Miss Furina's performances, as of course we all are. All right, follow me. We'll go to our usual practice space. Please excuse the size. It's a little on the smaller side.
Whoa. Keep it in your pants.
You bet! That was the trial of the century!
You helped bring our director's murderer to justice. We can't thank you enough.
Oh, please don't mention it. We're just here to join in on the fun.
I mean, shouldn't you all also be thanking Navia?
So, you
Get
were
on your
saying
hands and
the
feet,
little
scum.
The first is Paulo, who plays the protagonist's lover. He's locked himself away to focus on writing an ending for the script. But the deadline's passed, and we still haven't heard from him.
Break down his
The
door.
other is Villemont, who plays the main antagonist. He took the director's death pretty hard. Hasn't set foot in the city since. He did write to us.
Bro, this is hopeless.
Promising that he'll be there for the final performance.
Maybe you're unaware, but your name has always been like a rallying cry for us.
She's definitely gonna
Our
be the new
director
leader
was
of the troop.
constantly singing your praises. All of us look up to you as a role model.
Oh, stop. You're making me all flustered. Although, not in a bad way. I
This is what
suspect
she
the
needs.
reason they're dragging their feet is that they have their doubts about whether the show will really go ahead, considering all the issues you've been facing. But one by one, all the obstacles are being removed. Now is the time to rally the troops.
Makes sense. Okay, priority number 1, let's check in with Paulo and see where he's at with the ending. He went back to Poisson a few days ago. Said that staying in a friend's home might help him to relax and escape the feeling of isolation.
I thought the last thing his friend would want right now would be to take visitors, given that Poisson was flooded not too long ago. But I guess it's the opposite. A friend in need and all that.
Furina, you need us to stay with you. Is that what it is? Furina? Oh yeah, that hit her pretty hard. Is something wrong? Ethan, I got my... The reticle is on your spine, brother.
Nothing. I suppose my presence will be indispensable if we are to restore his faith in the show. So, allons-y.
Why are they acting like this? Navia better not show up now, actually. I can't take it. She gonna have her little bubbly tears at some point.
It's me. Is the script ready?
Who do you think it is?
You came all the way here for that?
Yes.
Alright. Forget that for now. Just come on out. We've got some great news.
Nice try. Look, just give me some time, okay? I'm just wrapping up this last part of the script. I'll be out once I'm done.
Okay then. Looking forward to your masterpiece.
Bro, what? Furina, show this man how it's done.
As expected, he's missed the deadline.
The ending is one of the most important parts of the show. Even once he's done, it isn't final until we've all had the chance to read through and make sure we agree on it.
Someone told me they'd just seen you in Poisson.
No!
I assumed it was a case of mistaken identity, but sure enough, here you are. And Furina, too.
Navia.
I was wondering if we might run into her.
So, you're here for Paolo? Looks like he could be a while, so feel free to take a stroll around town in the meantime. I've made all the arrangements already.
Hey!
It's okay. We can just wait here.
Thank you for being so considerate, Miss Navia. That sounds wonderful. We'll take that stroll. Get over here, you! How oblivious are you?
How are things in Poisson now?
Alright, I actually do want to see how this
Things are on the
interaction is
mend,
going to go.
but it's a slow process. Some
Y'all
people
two
may
could
never
heal
recover
together.
from the trauma they experienced.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh my god,
I
Furina.
wish there was something I could do.
Please, must our conversations take such a depressing turn every time we meet?
Yeah, she needs some
We
happiness.
all have
Pep it
painful
up.
memories, but we don't have to let them cloud everything we do. And if you're trying to make a new start, perhaps it's best if you don't bring up the past all the time.
And then you
Thank
play this
for your words
music?
of comfort. You make a very good point. But for now, at least, I think I should stay with the way I'm feeling for a while longer.
No.
It's okay. These things take time. Moving on from
Damn
a
it.
painful
I can't
experience
force
is
it.
easier said than done.
Oh my god,
Which
man.
brings me to why I'm here. I thought you should probably know that not everyone here is ready to forgive and forget after the Hydro Archon's inaction in the face of catastrophe. To avoid upsetting the peace, I told the townspeople that everyone here is a member of the theater troupe, and that you are just an actress playing the role of Furina. It's not a perfect solution,
An
but
activity?
hopefully it means you won't have to lie low while you're here.
That's so thoughtful of you, Navia.
I hate the
Well,
people of
what do you
Fontaine.
expect? I am the courageous and considerate president of Spina di Rosula, after all, like my father before me.
Can't wait to pull for you.
That was all. Look after her now.
Oh, you better believe I will. Thanks, Navia. Ain't nobody gonna touch her.
Off we go then. Let's take a look up
Although
there.
Paimon and Aether better
I
start
don't
taking
have
pot
any
shots.
friends that I can be
I'm
frank
gonna
and
start
honest
taking
with.
shots.
So maybe she's right. You're the closest thing to friends that I have.
That's a sad state right now, considering how they've been treating you.
I'm sorry. You probably just wanted a relaxing stroll. And here I am dumping all this heavy stuff on you.
Watch what y'all say here.
We don't mind. It's actually refreshing to see a different side of you.
Okay, good. I swear, if y'all had taken a shot
Well,
against
I
her,
appreciate your
I was gonna
company,
punch through the
so
monitor.
please don't disappear just yet.
Not
I don't
at all.
know whether you can tell, but the years of suffering and loneliness aren't the only reason I have a hard time facing up to who I used to be. As I stand here by the ship, I can't get the images of the rising water out of my mind. One after another, people were taken by the water. All those treasured lives and memories washed out of existence in an instant. They thought their god would protect them. They had absolute faith that when disaster struck, a divine power would save them from harm. And all the while, I played my part to perfection to convince them that was true. But then the floodwaters finally came, and the Hydro Archon did nothing.
That's not true.
You shouldn't look at it like that. You were only doing your duty.
You did to the best of your ability. Like, you may have doomed some people, unfortunately, but like, what she's done is for the greater good of all of Teyvat. We got a Hydro Dragon with his full powers back to take down the the heavenly principles or whatever, which is a big end game goal, I'm assuming. So she's probably done the most out of any Archon to help the end game along so far in the story.
I've had to go through so many moments like that for the sake of protecting the truth. As time went on, it got harder and harder to bear, and I became more lonely and isolated. Eventually, I realized I had nothing left except the truth. I became terrified of completely failing in my task, and was haunted by the thought of being left all alone, weeping on my throne. Fortunately, we were able to avoid the worst-case scenario thanks to the help of heroic individuals such as yourselves.
You too.
Everyone rose to their responsibilities, and I finally regained my freedom.
Partially because of your actions, yes.
On some level, freedom also means no longer being needed. I have no further use to people.
Paimon would have never imagined you'd see it that way.
Your freedom is your reward.
Reward?
Chica, you went through 500 years. You no longer need to stomach any of this if you don't want to. You could leave tomorrow and go somewhere else. Because now you can finally speak your heart. You don't have to be anguished and alone anymore.
I guess so.
Thank you, Aether, for
Back
a
then,
reasonable
I didn't
dialogue
even dare
option.
to dream about having someone to confide in. I was scared of someone recognizing me for who I truly was, and exposing the secret I swore to protect. Believe in the FURINA you see on stage. She is the one you can trust.
Don't you
I
cry.
had to keep all my feelings, all my curiosity about life to myself. No one could be allowed to know. That's what I really meant when I said I'm no good at maintaining relationships.
So that's where you were coming from. Paimon totally thought you were just a bit of a diva at heart.
Could you please get off my case? And even though I have no idea where I'm going right now,
You're gonna run this theater troupe.
at least the choice is in my hands. All right,
Ooh,
it's
ooh,
about time to head back.
ooh.
Paulo should have finished the ending by now.
Wait. This is a fever dream. But look, we've already had people from Fontaine come and perform during the Lantern Rite, okay? We had the one dude from last year, the conductor. What if FURINA brings the Golden Troop to Liyue for Lantern Rite? Oh. Do y'all want that to happen? I kind of want that to happen. Let her meet Hu Tao and Kazuha and Ningguang and... Okay, maybe not Ningguang.
Didn't you say you needed to watch what you eat? You're supposed to be cutting down on fried foods, not wolfing down copious quantities of fish and chips.
Are they a couple?
You know?
Because they care a lot about each other,
Come on.
clearly.
It's not every day we get to dine at Spina di Rosula's expense. Can you believe how generous she is? I'm not about to pass on free food.
Navia is the
Anyway,
girl, though.
My
She
character
is
doesn't
her.
need to be slim and good-looking. That's your job.
Are you kidding me right
Oh.
now? It's not your character's health I'm worried about, it's yours. I've spent
They
my
definitely
whole
care
life
about each
battling
other.
the effects of ill health.
I was a lost child too when she found me. As the child of a murderer, my parents weren't around when I was little, So I got sent to an orphanage. The other kids were always picking fights with me. They'd say things like, "Come on, you must be pretty tough if you're the son of a murderer." It was just to taunt me, though.
God
I was an
damn.
easy target, and they knew it. One day, I got beaten up so bad that I just couldn't take it anymore. So I ran away. I lost all faith in humanity by that point.
God
Thought the
damn.
whole world was out to get me.
Let me guess. Fortunately, the next person you ran into was the director.
Yeah,
Lucky for
for the
you.
first time in my life, I was somewhere I felt safe. And I promised myself I'd stay here until the day the group parted ways.
The day you hoped would never come. How times change.
Oh, you're finally done? Get your butt over here. There's someone I need to introduce you to. This is our new artistic consultant, Miss FURINA.
FURINA? The FURINA? Oh my god, how did you manage to wrangle that?
Please, the honor is all mine. I was profoundly moved to hear about your troupe and your wonderful director. I just wanted to do something to help.
Same here.
And why is
So,
this
this
music
is just-
cue every time?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try to calm down.
I can never come back to
Where
play
was
song, bro. This music gonna kill
yes,
me.
The script, of course.
Ugh, as if this journey wasn't tough enough already without a roadblock.
Leave this to me.
Don't worry, we should all be fine with the traveler here. We don't need to take a detour. Wait, why are you all looking at me? You're not seriously expecting me to fight, are you?
She doesn't have a vision,
We're
bro.
just curious, that's all. I don't think anyone's ever seen FURINA in a fight before.
And
Yeah,
you won't
but-
today.
Don't you remember why? The Hydro Archon willingly gave up all her powers so it could be converted into Indemnitia.
Don't y'all give her those smug
As FURINA
looks.
said so herself.
Precisely! And I'm not even the Hydro Archon anymore, so all my power is gone anyway.
Why did they look at her like
As much
that?
as
Like,
it pains me, unfortunately, I should just stay put. I'm more like a damsel in distress more than anything.
That sounded so smug. Ugh, secondhand embarrassment is unbearable.
I gotta take a break. Hold on, homies. Whoo! I need a punching bag.
Later.
You think knowing the truth about the director's disappearance will help you write an ending to the script that pleases everyone. I care just as much as everyone else about making the Little Oceanid a success. That's why I wanted to wait until after the show.
Oh Lord,
If
what
I
is it
open
now?
this can of worms now, I just don't want to make things difficult between us. We're supposed to be a unit when we're on stage.
Oh boy, what is it?
Paimon, avoiding the truth will not help anyone.
Just
Unless
spit
you
it
mean
out.
to suggest that Aurelie's death had something to do with you.
What?
I don't
Did it
want to talk
actually?
about it.
Listen, Vimo. I used to think that my love for Aurelie was a point of shame. I never brought it up to anyone.
How could he have
But
been
now-
involved in her death, though?
I've made up my mind to put it all on the table. I'm prepared to face everything, to sacrifice everything for the sake of the show. The Little Oceanid cannot be complete unless we do justice to Aurelie on an emotional level.
Oh, he doesn't want to be the villain
This is
in
why
the
people
story.
think of you as not being the smart one. As you all know already, the troupe was kept afloat not from ticket sales, but donations from the audience. Of course, that was nowhere near enough. We took on side jobs when we weren't performing, but even then, the troupe's financial situation was pretty dire. So, anyway, one day after a show, a merchant came to me and offered us a huge sponsorship. In return, we just had to provide the audience with their drinks during performances. It seemed like a win-win, so I said yes to it on the spot without consulting the director. It was only when the merchant came to deliver the goods
Oh,
that I
fuck.
realized the drink in question was synth.
That's just one step down from primordial
Isn't that
seawater.
the drink peddled by the culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
I freaked out when I saw the boxes. And I told the director everything right away. She was completely shocked as well. But she didn't reprimand me for making the decision without consulting her. Instead, she contacted the merchant and stated that the troupe
And he
could
took her
not
out.
agree to
Oh
this
my
collaboration.
god.
The merchant was furious, berated us for going back on our word, and threatened to sue us for damages. The amount was astronomical. There was no way we'd be able to pay.
And then
She
I
threatened
was
to turn
going to
him
sort it
in.
on my own, but the director stopped me. She said that this was an issue for the whole troupe, and it wasn't my fault. Yeah, I got Aurelie killed. There, I said it. Happy now?
Hey, don't say that.
I wouldn't go that far.
you traitor! You knew Aurelie was in danger. Why in God's name didn't you tell us? What do you mean? You were afraid? This was a life and death situation. We could have saved her.
No, you couldn't have.
How could you be so stupid?
Okay, dudes. Okay, calm it down, Paulo.
Please, try not to get too worked up.
Yeah, listen to him. You need to stay calm.
Stay calm? How can I stay calm? This guy got Aurelie murdered. She was the love of my life.
Don't make this a murder of
He has
passion.
the gall to try and high-road us, claiming that he kept his mouth shut for the sake of the show. How about taking some responsibility for what he's done?
All I can say is I'm
So he's
sorry.
supposed to be Furina?
Truly. I wanted to apologize to everyone in the troupe, but
Yeah, he's Furina.
that won't bring back the director. What good is my apology now? I'm
For
just a
emotional
coward who made
salvage.
an awful,
Sal-
terrible
emotional
mistake I
salve.
can never take back. Beat me up if you want. Kill me if you prefer.
Whoa,
It's
whoa,
what
whoa,
I
whoa,
deserve.
whoa, 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 whoa.
In my life. So I can meet the director and apologize to her in person.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Get out of
whoa.
my sight. Go, get lost. I don't ever want to see your face again.
That's enough! You've screamed and shouted at each other for long enough. Now pipe down, both of you!
Hey, let's
Can
go.
you stop conflating
Fight
the
mode
show
Furina
on
is
stage with your
on.
real-life relationships in the troupe? You keep saying that you want to use this final performance to pay tribute to your director and celebrate her life. How can you do that if you're just using it as an excuse to vent your own emotions?
You're right.
I'm sorry.
On
Damn.
stage, the lead role is the focal point of the audience's attention. And you're all used to seeing the director as the heart of the troupe. But in her own life, her greatest desire wasn't to be the center of attention. I can tell how much she loved you all, and how much she loved the troupe. What she wanted was to
Ooh.
build a warm home for all of her brothers and sisters. To shield you all from the storms that rage in the world outside. That's how you should remember her. And that's what you should be celebrating. I understand why you're trying to make her the hero of the story, but isn't she your hero already? After everything she did for you?
Yeah.
That was
So
sick.
think hard about
Snaps
what
for
that means.
ooh, snaps
And
for
then think again
Furina.
about what you hope to achieve by arguing with each other. If you really hate each other and can't reconcile your differences, then you could just call it quits now. Why bother with the final performance if the group is already fractured? But you can't bring yourself to do that, can you? You care too much about Director Aurelie and the home she built you all to let go. What are you laughing at? I don't see what's so funny.
Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. It's just that, for a moment there, it felt like our director was back with us again.
Because she
If she'd
is
seen
something more personal between the two.
Look at that! Looks like I guessed right.
Hey, you worked with him
You
for
were just
5 months.
guessing?
Alright, let's walk up calmly. I didn't even do that on purpose. I'm literally not doing this on purpose. That was just funny.
here merely for a short break. It has been a while, Miss Furina. And you too, Traveler and Paimon. What might I assist you with today?
I would like to
Hey.
book the Opera Epiclese for an event. You see...
I understand. The process for booking the Opera Epiclese is complex and can be somewhat cumbersome. But given that the request is coming from the three of you, I see no reason to make things unduly difficult. The
Hey.
story of the Little Oceanid is most fascinating. I'm looking forward to seeing it performed on stage.
My boy still got her
Will
back.
say,
Let's
however,
go.
that I am surprised to see your passion for the performing arts rekindled after all that has happened.
And he understanding.
what do you mean? Do I look excited?
Yes. This is the first time that I've seen you like this since your departure from deityhood.
Deityhood.
At first, I just felt bad about rejecting them. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about their situation. But one thing led to another, and... well, here we are.
Let's go.
In the past, we sat in our high chairs in the court, giving our opinions on isolated cases, all while knowing very little about the human stories behind each and every one.
Bro, y'all should be
Maybe
best
it's
friends
because
still.
I finally become an ordinary person and gained my freedom. But I've developed a great sense of curiosity about their lives.
She gonna run this troop and learn
I am
everything she
truly
can about
delighted
it.
to see you find a new lease on life.
I am too.
Now that you've regained some confidence, have you had any thoughts regarding a return to the stage?
Why would you suddenly ask a question like that?
Because he misses you.
Well, if the Little Oceanid turns out to be a great success, it will no doubt become a classic. Many theater companies are certain to add it to their repertoire. The experiences and decisions of the protagonist Cleo are all modeled after your own. Naturally, this makes you eminently suited to playing the leading role. It would truly be a shame if you did not take this opportunity to allow audiences to enjoy your outstanding acting talents once more.
Hey.
Haven't I already made myself clear? I won't act or perform in any role ever again. No exceptions.
Uh-huh.
Nor do I think it is any great shame. There is no lack of fine actors or inspirational stories, either on or off the stage.
Hey, she self-directed herself
This
for 500
experience is
years.
a
She'd
case
be
in
a
point.
great director.
I feel like I've learned a lot, and it has already been well worth the price of admission. I must admit, though, I'm a little envious.
Please let her come to Lantern Rite.
They're quite fortunate to be able to bid farewell to their past in such a magnificent manner.
I see. Well, I'm glad to learn that you have found a role to play that you enjoy, be it on the stage or not.
Hey.
I sincerely hope the show will serve as the grandest of finales. I will have my staff book the date and mail the relevant paperwork to the troupe once the details are confirmed.
Let's go.
Thanks, Nervalak.
My boy.
You are very welcome.
Look at us. We've come so far. I never could have pictured this scene a few days
Let's
ago.
go, Furina. You did this.
Amazing. Even though Furina's still being a bit of a drama queen about it all, she's really fired everyone up.
Oh. I've never wanted to punch Paimon so much. What did they do with her dialogue in this quest? Why'd they think that... I'm moving past it. I'm moving past it. Oh, look at that. That's dope. Wait, hold up. I want that for a screen. Oh, it's too late. I have to get these in a second. Hold up. I gotta take my camera off. I want all these screenshots. Look at this. This looks great. Paimon being annoying in the
Cursed
corner over
Cleo.
there.
She stole the waters of life from us. She's a fraud, and she must pay for her crimes.
Oh, look at the costumes.
This has nothing to do with her. The ignorance and
I'm gonna
hatred
keep my
of our
camera off
people
just
is
'cause I
to
know the
blame.
cutscene's coming.
Oh no, not again. But why? What about your new meds? Did they stop working?
They've been getting less and less effective over time. I've had to keep increasing my dose.
What? I thought they cure it. So they were only managing your symptoms?
Oh shit.
I figured whatever it took to get me through this final performance.
How could you do this to yourself? And after that lecture you gave me about not looking after my health.
I'm sorry. I've let everyone down.
Furina's gotta
You-
do it.
This is a conversation for another time. How can the show go on without its star performer?
Furina's gotta take the
Furina,
bullet.
I'd like to make a
Damn.
request of you.
Furina, go out there
Say
and
no
kill
more.
the show. Vocal cords ready. Blood sugar replenished. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I was about to be sick.
Is she here yet?
Let's get here!
She's not coming!
You're wrong. She's here.
Si je pouvais vivre dans l'eau, le monde serait-il plus beau? Me pardonneras-tu, ô chère mère? L'eau dans son courant fait danser nos vies, et la cité elle nourrit, ainsi que toi, mon doux amour.
But what about your wish?
My wish.
If you become human, you can reveal your secret to no one. You will face suffering and loneliness. Is this truly what you want?
Le grand amour ne suffit pas, seul un adieu fleurira. C'est notre histoire de vie, douce et amère. Moi, je suis, serai toujours là, à voir le monde et sa beauté. Et ça ne changera jamais, jamais.
Ooh. Oh, that was nice. Is that actually how she just got her vision? Where's Nuvalet? Where is he? They didn't let her do her bow idol?
Or was that Lady Furina on the stage just now?
She hasn't been seen for a while now, and she just appears out of nowhere? Gotta say, though, her acting skills are as superb as ever.
Hey.
The little Oceanid, Cleo, played by Aurélie Fumont.
Fumo.
Wait, that's not her name. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe it's just a doppelganger.
How about you wait and figure it
I've
out?
spent a lot of time out of the spotlight, and they didn't use my name during the curtain call either. Hopefully, not too many people recognized me.
Chica, you were in the exact
It's too
same
bad
thing.
that I had to break the one clear rule I'd managed to make for myself, even if I had no choice. Still, I have to admit that, despite everything,
You enjoyed it.
felt
Why is
good
Paimon out
to
there?
be back on the stage again.
Finally, we would like to give a special thanks to our artistic consultant and event coordinator, Miss Furina.
Hey, that's not what we agreed on.
Oh, so it was Furina after all. She's back.
Honestly, what is he doing? He should have run that by me first.
All right, calm down. Don't be mad. This was a group decision. We just didn't want your contributions to go unacknowledged. After all, it's been the rule in Fontaine since ancient times that everyone's work, visible or invisible, is equally deserving of recognition.
Yes, I know the rule, but it should still be applied on a case-by-case basis. I wasn't ready for this yet.
It's no big deal. What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, yeah? Well, since you think it's so easy, you can sign them for me.
This is a great chat and all, but can we talk about that crazy thing that happened during the show? It nearly gave Paimon a heart attack.
What crazy?
Paimon flew over to where she was supposed to be and was about to drop the prop vision, and then suddenly, a real one popped out of thin air!
Oh, that. I've got no idea what happened there either. But hey, it worked pretty well, didn't it? I'll bet the audience has never seen such a realistic prop.
Wait, what about Dolphy? I wonder how she's doing.
Oh, let's go check on her as soon as we finish clearing the stage.
Yes. Plus, she'll definitely want to hear how the end of the show went.
Oh, move my camera
If
back. I
nothing
forgot.
else, we can safely say that we accomplished what we set out to do.
I was enraptured. Sorry.
Her condition stabilized after taking some of her original medication. From experience, though, I'd say she still needs a few more days of rest.
Hey, you stayed by her
How
bedside
did
too.
the performance go? Was it a success? Did the audience like it?
They loved it.
You'll be glad to know it was fantastic! Also, you're not gonna believe what happened while FURINA was on the stage! You'll probably be able to read all about it in the Steambird first thing tomorrow morning!
Why don't we just tell her?
That's wonderful. I'm so sorry I failed to see it through to the end. I guess I
I
was
didn't actually
wrong
even
to
bother
try
to
and
check if
tough it
Charlotte
out
was in
to
the
begin
audience. I
with.
hope she was.
No, don't worry about it. Like they told me after announcing my name during the curtain call, everyone's work deserves recognition. Even though you couldn't see it through to the final scene, the audience was very impressed by your performance. It's safe to say that you made your mark on this memorial show.
Well, one way or another, we did it.
Please join this troop, FURINA. I actually
I've
like
had
all
bad
these
luck ever
characters.
since I was born, so I never
Fontaine's
expect
done a
things to go
great job with
smoothly
some
in
of their
life.
NPCs.
I'm just happy to know that we went out on a high note. That's all that matters.
Like
Blaming
Dolphy
your
and
bad luck
Paulo
again,
and
are we?
Loic.
Maybe
Those
if you
three
didn't push
in
yourself past your
particular are
limits so
definitely
much,
going to be joining
your
the
illness
ranks of
wouldn't be
like
flaring up all the
Laveroon and
time.
Quisto.
Oh, don't you start. I don't have the energy to argue with you right now.
Aw, you two clearly care a lot about each other.
That's what I'm saying. Let's give them some room.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
You mean we never stop arguing with each other?
Oh boy. Don't y'all be all tsundere now. Rush in
After
there.
the brilliant performance you put on, the reputation of your troupe is sure to spread through Fontaine like wildfire. You won't have to disband if you don't want to.
Don't disband.
You could capitalize on the rave reviews and license out the Little Oceanate to the bigger theater troupes out there. That would do wonders for your financial situation.
No, we should still disband.
Oh,
Yeah, it's what we all agreed to.
what?
After all that's happened, I should give you guys some space. But maybe our paths will cross again one day.
What? I don't think I did notice how it got darker too in this room all of a sudden. Are they really disbanding? The
I still
fuck?
want to keep performing, so I might join another troupe.
Why?
After watching Miss FURINA's performance, I think I'm starting to understand our director's infatuation with musicals.
Don't you dare tell me you in
should
love with
do it.
FURINA now.
It suits you. I'd originally hoped to keep performing too, but I don't know if my health will allow me to.
Man, damn it.
Oh, so now you finally got your priorities in order. I guess I'll hold off until you've properly recovered as well.
Oh yeah,
What
you
about
will.
you, Miss FURINA? Any future plans?
Man, this
Well,
sucks.
frankly,
I mean,
I think a return to obscurity is no longer an option for me. I'm sure a slew of consultancy requests will hound me wherever I go, until I finally acquiesce. You rather sealed my fate there with your special thanks at the end of the show.
Sorry.
Nah, she appreciates it.
It's quite all right. No need to apologize. What I meant to say is that this whole experience has shown me that perhaps I'm not as averse to a return to the stage as I previously imagined.
Just not to that same magnitude as
Marilette
before.
was right. Maybe Cleo is the right role for me. I still don't wish to pretend to be someone else, but I do have a desire to express myself. So, maybe the show will go on for me after all.
Just do whatever feels right to you, I'm saying.
There was once a time when I was an actress in a masquerade, seeking only to hide the truth. But
That
from
vision
now
looks
on,
good on her.
I want to spend my time learning real stories about real people and how they touch the lives of others around them. I want to watch them blossom and wither, see them refined on the page, retold on the stage, and remembered long into the future. I'm sure this is what captivated director O'Reilly as well.
Sounds like you're ready to stop running from your true calling.
Shut
the more
up,
you get out into
Paimon.
the world, the more you'll discover what a fascinating place it is.
Next time, I'll invite you to join me. Join us where?
Then it's a deal. If a vision is a gift from the gods, then I should do my best to honor it.
That's it. That's the story quest. You think I'm not talking to FURINA right now? You got another thing coming.
It's ironic to think that in my whole time as a god, I could only ever dream of receiving this kind of power. And now that the gods have given me their blessing, it actually feels more like I'm finally able to take my fate in my own hands. Is that how humans feel about it as well?
Well, technically she isn't a human, for real. Let's go, FURINA. Not bad. Is she gonna say the same thing again?
It's ironic to think that in my whole
Okay, it
and
is.
now this.
You know what? Good for her. I suppose I can talk to these three one last.
I'm just finishing packing up. As soon as I'm done, I've got an interview with the Steambird to get to.
Hey.
Thanks to all your help, the show was more perfect than we ever could have hoped for. But
Hey,
most
it's
of
all
all,
FURINA.
I want to thank you for giving me the chance to finally say farewell to O'Reilly.
You're welcome. Alright, lovebirds. What about the two of you?
I mean, of course I have some regrets, but
There'll be plenty of opportunities in the future for us to tell the stories that we want on stage.
Man. This was such a good quest. I enjoyed this from start to finish. Okay, not all of it, but I'm not going to talk about that no more. Excellent quest. Definitely a top 10 for sure. Really good. Really gave me some closure on the whole FURINA thing. It gave me some stuff to look forward to. She definitely has more we can do with her in the future. And it's more open-ended, kind of like you and Mia, which is something I enjoy. So I can't predict where her story is going to go, and I'm just excited to see where it can go. But that's enough for today, homies. If you like, be sure to subscribe for more, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Later, homies.